Hi, my love. So, I haven't been here in a while. This message has come through so strongly that I had to post a video. Um, I've been going through my personal stuff and I just haven't had a chance to really connect with the spirit. And once I did, these messages came through so strongly that there was absolutely no way that I could not post this video. It's really heavy, and I just want to say that what I'm about to tell you is something that has been kind of in the realm, in the energy for a while, and I could feel energetically that this is coming through, but it wasn't as clear as what just happened today. So, first of all, I know we've been talking about this for a while. I know you're on a path of an awakening. And I know that you have also had your own inner desires and wants of how your life is to unfold. You may wanted a family or kids or a different career or a different job altogether, or maybe you wanted to move somewhere else. But as you entered and started walking on the spiritual path, you just started hitting some walls and you just started questioning everything and questioning whether this is truly your path or is it something different that you should be doing with your life. And it just became a clash of your spirit and your ego. Meanwhile, as you're working through all of this, you wanted to release your ego, but there are just certain things that have been holding you back so much that it's almost as if there was something left and remaining for you to resolve, and you just could not get through it. You just couldn't figure out and pinpoint what is it, because you went through healing your traumas. You went through healing your father wounds, your mother wounds, whatever happened in your childhood. You went through it. You dove deep into it for many years, as a matter of fact, and you've healed those. You've forgiven all of the people that have ever hurt you. You've forgiven everyone a long time ago. And so you kept on being in these loops of like, okay, I'm not getting what is my true path, and I'm also not getting what I wanted as well. So what is it that I need to do? And there have been a lot of prayers to the Spirit, and I know you've been praying to the Spirit, you've been praying to God, you've been praying to your ancestors, you've been connecting with the spiritual realm, with your higher self, with your inner child, to figure out what is it that you are out to do. So here is what came through very clearly, and this energy is so potent that it's hard for me to even talk about it, talk through it. There is a symbol of a key, a real key, a key of the door that I saw clearly coming through from your spirit guides and from your ancestors to give to you. This key will be given to you when the time, I know you don't want to hear this and it's not as perfect as you wanted it to be. And I know it is really hard to live in the uncertainty. It's really hard to not know what's going to happen. But this key is a symbol of knowledge, is a symbol of opening, is a symbol of truth. And it is a true symbol of an actual door opening for you. The caveat is this will happen when the time is at the point in your life when you are to literally have to make a decision on whether to take this path or the other. And at that time, you will know exactly what to do. And you will know exactly which door to open with this key. The issue is, this may happen in a few months, not right now. And right now, I know you're living in uncertainty, and I know you're debating, you may be in a new relationship, and you're like, oh, should I be in this relationship or not? This relationship may even be everything you wanted, but it may not be what your spirit wants you and needs you to do, even though it's everything you want. And this is a hard pill to swallow, because you're finally finding someone who may be, everything you ever wanted. And maybe with this person, you can have the life that you wanted as well. But here is where it gets a little more deep into it. And I'll do my best to explain it as well as I can. There is one more thing that you haven't done, and it is the most important thing of all. It is literally the most valuable thing that you will ever do in your life. Despite everyone and all your traumas and everything that you have released so far, there is one thing that you haven't done. And this is going to be hard to hear. It was hard for me as well to process it when I needed to process it, but it is something that will fully release you from all of the shackles that have kept you down. Because what I see you is literally flying over the mountains, flying over this world, flying wherever you want to go, and wherever your spirit takes you. It is a metaphor for you being released from the shackles that unfortunately you have put yourself into without even realizing it for all of these years. Because guess what? Even though you have released yourself from all of the traumas, and you even went into your past lives and you started resolving all of those traumas and all of those karmic relationships or things that have been holding you down in this lifetime from you reaching your highest potential, still you kept thinking, what is it? What am I missing? What is there to do? I thought I'm done. There is something still holding me down. I don't know what that is. Why can't I manifest this life that I want? And why is my spirit getting me to where I need to be? Because at the end of the day, what you want, is no longer important. You want to live in alignment with your spirit, but something was just holding you back. And that something is completely unhinged and wildly irrational, because I see you flying. It is you, my dear. You have not forgiven yourself. This is subconsciously what you didn't even know you were doing to yourself, because it's so hidden within all of these constructs in your mind. But you have been, for all of those traumas that you lived through your childhood, you kept on reliving them in your adulthood, and you kept on repeating the same loops, the same relationships, the same things that until now you haven't resolved. Once you resolve them, you have forgiven all of those people. You haven't, my dear, forgiven yourself yet. Your inner child needs you truly to hold him or her and to give him or her some love and to truly forgive yourself, because throughout your whole life, you kept on living for others. You kept on abandoning yourself. You kept on being in those relationships, hurting yourself, even though it is those people that were hurting you. It's not those people that were hurting you. You were hurting yourself because at any point you could have walked. There was always an opening for you to walk away, but you didn't. And guess what? After that relationship, you went into another one, and you went into another one, and you kept on abandoning yourself. You kept on hurting yourself. You kept on harming yourself. And you, my love, now have not yet forgiven yourself because you keep on thinking to all of those years that you lost, all of those relationships that it's like you're thinking that it's a lost time. You know, that you can never get that back, and why you were doing that. And it's almost like you inflicted self-harm on yourself because you wanted to help others, but in the process you've been abandoning yourself. And that's okay, because you're done with that. You no longer do that. But you, in order for you in this lifetime to reach your full potential, you are going to have to forgive yourself. You're going to have to. Because once you do that, you will no longer, not ever, repeat any of those cycles, any of those relationships. You will never abandon yourself for the other. Your path, because you are an angel. You're an angel. I see you as an angel who has just woken up and transformed into this beautiful butterfly that is about to fly. In order for you to do that and to keep being the light in this world, to keep on helping people to lift up this earth, to lift this planet up and all the spirits on this planet, you have to forgive yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to repeat the cycles. Even though you've forgiven all the other people, if you have not forgiven yourself, you will continue to do what you've been doing. And now, once those shackles release, you have no idea what awaits you. You're going to jump timelines, literally. You're going to completely change your life. You're going to be living in a different realm altogether. All the people that have been holding you down, all the people that are low vibrational frequencies, they're going to fall off. You won't even have to do anything. And this is why this key that I was talking about at the beginning of this video, it will reveal itself. It's like one triggers the other. Once you work on forgiving yourself and truly releasing this, hatred almost that you have towards yourself, and guilt and shame, and for all of the years that have passed that you've been abandoning yourself, once you do that and the shackles and that you tied yourself into are released, there is no upper boundary for you to go. And you won't have to worry about abundance or manifestations or anything. This is your manifestation. This is what's holding you from manifesting anything, really. But your path is it is to be helping others. You were doing it the I don't want to say the wrong way, but you were doing it by abandoning yourself, and that's not what Spirit wants you to do. You're not to abandon yourself in the process of helping others. Okay? I hope this message resonates, because this energy was so potent that it was hard for me to even talk about this. And another thing is like your body is your temple, my dear. A part of you abandoning yourself is treating your body as something that is not a temple. Meaning drinking alcohol, doing drugs, doing any of that, because in a spiritual realm, it is something that is opening you up to low vibration, to low frequency, to enter into your aura. So, and especially, alcohol, smoking, all of whatever, any of those. So the spirit is asking you to quit. And I know, you think occasional drinks with friends is okay. It's not okay. So in order for you to fully access your gifts, to connect to higher realms, to keep that connection flowing, to keep it open, you have to treat your body as a temple. You have to watch what you eat and what you put into yourself, and it's not just into yourself. You know what I'm talking about. All kinds of access. It is also connecting with someone, sharing your body, sexual encounter, all of that. You have to be very careful, because any of those can throw you off balance and can block you from accessing your gifts and from truly connecting and keeping that connection open with the higher realms and with your ancestors. So this is a strong message from your spiritual guides and from your ancestors. I hope it is helpful and it resonates with you, and I'll see you soon, my love.